Introducing Tony and Other People, a podcast. Here's your host, Tony Levesque.
Well, hello there.
Well, hello, Tony.
Does that break the ice a little bit better?
A little bit.
Yeah. Now you're not nervous anymore.
Nah.
None at all.
Nope.
A few beers helps, too. Ask Josh. He'll tell you.
Yeah, he got better as it went on.
Yeah, the whole thing did. Almost went off the rails.
It really did. Towards the end, it was really good.
Yeah. That's when you get the best stuff. A few beers deep. So what have you been up to?
Working.
Working.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of orders, a lot of Christmas orders.
Mm-hmm. You can give a plug if you want. Plug is like Sara's Creations. Look it up on Facebook.
Yeah, there you go. Sarah's Creations.
There, we got it in.
Sarah Clark.
Sarah Clark. Yeah. It's going to be on the title of the thing so people will know. They can see it. We didn't have 3 beers before we started
No,
this.
we definitely didn't.
No. Maybe we should have
Yeah.
next time.
Okay.
Maybe that's a new idea for a podcast. Minimum 3 beers
Before you start.
before we start.
Just kind of relaxes.
Yeah.
I do better, I guess, when I'm not looking at you.
Yeah. You can stare at pictures of Penelope or...
She's awfully cute.
Oh, yeah, she is. I don't know how that happened. Oh, I do. She got most of Heather's genes.
You're right, because
Yeah.
that is my family.
Well, when you look at Penelope, you're like, oh, that's a mini Heather.
Yeah.
That's an Ortlib there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's Ellie.
Yeah.
Ellie
Oh, yeah,
look-
she got it too.
Yep.
That blonde hair.
Everybody that looks at her says, oh, she's a Mortson, but really it's the Ortlib.
Yeah. It's that hidden gene underneath.
Yep.
That Ortlib gene is awful strong.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. She get blue eyes too?
Yes, she did.
Yep.
Blonde, curly hair, and blue eyes.
Yep. Straight from Germany.
True story.
Yeah. You're going to be laughing this whole thing, the whole time,
probably.
aren't you? Yeah. So what exactly do you do? I know you hang out in the garage and you make all this incredible stuff. How would you put it in a box? What would you say you do?
Woodworking.
Okay.
Last week I made a buffet table
Mm-hmm.
with barnwood sliding doors.
Mm-hmm.
Made quite a few of them.
Yeah.
A lot of barn doors.
That's what you use mostly for your materials is barn doors? Or barn boards, basically?
Actually,
Rustic.
Yep, rustic is a big thing. I got to make a nice pantry
Mm-hmm.
for a Christmas present this year. Quite a few different things. Toy boxes, hutch,
Anything you see on Pinterest, basically.
pretty much.
Yeah.
And that's where they get their ideas and they send them to me.
They just send you a picture and say, hey, make this.
Yep.
You're like,
One
okay.
I'm really excited is a half moon cradle crib.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know what that is. You're going to have to explain it.
It's a baby crib
Okay.
and it's in the shape of a half moon.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll still have the bottom with the mattress, and then up on top, stars cut out. And in the picture she sent, it shows like little stringy lights hanging on the top.
Mm-hmm.
But it's absolutely adorable. I saw it a couple of years ago, and I was like, oh, that is so cute. And so I was asked last week, so I'm pretty excited about doing that one.
Awesome.
Something new, something different.
Right.
Lately, it's been a lot of the same, which I don't mind because then I'm already used to it.
Yeah, and you know what you're doing. You
Easy
probably
flow, yep.
do them faster. And,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So this one's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
A little nervous to do it.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
a challenge.
Yeah, it definitely will be.
But you're someone that's always up for a challenge anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt. People,
I mean, you married Josh.
that's a challenge in itself. No doubt.
I had to throw that out there.
That's all right.
He's going to laugh at that one too. There's not much he doesn't laugh about, I bet.
Not much.
Not much.
He's at home working on the snowblower.
Yeah. Got to get it ready. It's coming.
Coming early.
I
I
know.
like it. I'm excited.
Why? Oh, because you like the snowmobile.
At home, I don't really go riding, but
Right.
I work at Timberview in the winter.
Oh.
So once Christmas orders are done at home, I kind of lay low with that, and then I work at Timberview.
And all the rich people come up and give you money.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. And you just give them a big smile, and you're like, "Oh, where's your money?
I do.
Give it to me.
Smile and wave.
Oh, here's another beer for you. That money will flow now."
Yeah. Nope, we always get good people in there. I've never had
Yeah.
never had any issues. People I work with are good.
Mm-hmm.
We got Charles back this year. This past year. Worked with him when I first started there. So when he left, that was kind of a bummer.
Mm.
Yeah. He was.
I remember him. Kind of big guy.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Big fella.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been up there.
You can be in a bad mood, but he'll put a smile on your face. As soon as you walk in the door, he's got something to say.
Aren't those the best people to work with?
He is. He actually is one of my favorite to work with.
Seems like no matter what you do, as long as you're working with some decent people or people that just make you laugh or don't make it feel like you're not at work,
Right.
then it really doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah.
Well, probably always matters a little bit. I mean,
Yeah. Even my boss, Laura,
yeah.
she's really great to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Not even for, but with.
Right.
We work well together.
Well, that's the best kind of boss.
Oh, yeah.
It's right there in the trenches with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do good together. So I look forward to it. It's a break from what I do. And
Mm-hmm. Nice not to probably have to heat that garage so much.
yeah, because I tell you what, that right there is killer for me.
Too. Yeah.
People don't realize, like, it's 2 big open bays and all I got
Yeah.
is the one wood stove. And I can't get it going like Josh does.
Yeah. He's the fire master.
He is. He can get that so hot. And then I'm waiting hours and I'm still,
He's got that flamethrower. That's why.
oh. And he just has this way, like, I don't know. I tell him every day,
Yeah.
you got to get it started before you leave. And I walk out there and it'll be so hot. I got to start one and you better bring everything over on the side where the wood stove is.
I know that garage a little bit.
A little bit. You might have lived in there for a while.
Yeah. I would dare say there were probably month-long stretches that every single day we
Yeah.
came over and hung out in the garage.
A lot of euchre games.
A lot of euchre. A little bit of Ouija board.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what about that thing you had where you could pull them up?
Oh, the little ghost radar.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was fun. It's over there.
Oh, too much alcohol. Way too much.
Oh, it was fun.
There are many times that we slept on your couch or one of your kids' beds.
Yep. The downstairs bedroom.
Whatever was free.
Yep.
Yep. Heather and I would sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun for sure.
Yeah. Way too many wild times. Or maybe not enough.
Maybe not. One thing I can remember, we don't need to say it, but was the little pink pig.
Oh. It still exists, by the way. Heather's going to love hearing that, but it still exists.
Yeah.
You can still find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it not that long ago.
Oh, yeah? Did I show it to you?
No, but we were pulling up some of the old ones.
Oh, yeah. Made a few YouTube videos out in the garage.
Yeah. That one was my favorite.
Oh, man.
I chuckle over that every time.
Me too. And we probably know the video word for word. Everyone can repeat, if you will.
Yeah.
If we may. Oh.
That was awesome.
Oh, back when my wife used to get drunk.
Oh my goodness.
Those were some wild times.
That was fun.
She is a fun drunk.
Yep.
It's nice in a controlled environment like the garage,
Yeah.
but she gets a little mouthy for out in public.
You'll have that
Yeah.
from time to time.
I remember we got her drunk for her 21st birthday, as everyone should, and took her up to the bowling alley. Were you there for that?
Oh boy, I don't remember.
She ended up in the kids' corner in the little playhouse.
Oh no, I don't think I was.
Oh, yeah, and that was where we started. Yeah, and I remember pulling up in front of Baker's, and she was hollering things out the window to people driving by because she was being a backseat driver. Probably not paying attention at all. And then the people stopped. And we oh, man, we're going to have to fight somebody. I don't even know what she said, but I guarantee it was inappropriate.
That's funny.
There's probably a reason she doesn't drink anymore. No, she was always good. She's a jolly drunk.
Yeah, for sure.
A loud, jolly drunk.
Yeah, a little loud. You can't beat the lisp.
Yeah, yeah. She throws that in there for comedic effect, I think.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, the wild times in the garage, man. How many times did we play your pig roast? It must have been at least 4 or 5.
It was quite a few.
Yeah.
I remember the best was when you guys were, if you're looking at the garage, over to the left in the corner, and we had the section out, and it was just both stalls filled with everybody dancing.
Yeah.
Yep. And for whatever reason, that one stands out the most. I think that's the one where your brother, when I first met your brother Mike.
Mm-hmm. That must have been the very first one we played.
Maybe.
Because that was like our second gig.
Yeah.
Because I remember playing every single song that we knew. Every song. I mean, all well into the night, for
Right.
sure, but yeah.
Yep, that was a good. They were all good, but that one stands out for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the one when we got out the helmets. We're wearing the football helmets while we played. Yeah. I think Gabe was there for a couple, too. Yeah, he was over for a few.
I want to say maybe the last one.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't remember him for 2, but definitely 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there are a lot of impromptu band nights over there that weren't necessarily big roast, but we turned them into a party.
Yeah, I was gonna say I recall you bringing your equipment on more than one occasion.
Yeah. Josh would always come up to me and kind of whisper, "Did you bring your bass amp?" Yeah, but don't tell Heather. She's gonna find out.
It would be like you unload. You had a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Your car was full,
always.
but it was fun. Just sitting, and that's what I like the best
Mm-hmm.
is not going out to a bar. Don't get me wrong. I like occasionally listening to music out, but being around and still being able to socialize and
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, it was always fun for us because it was like a practice, but at the same time, we could have maybe a few more,
yeah, and it didn't matter.
Heather would usually drive or we'd stay the night. And
I do miss Josh playing drums.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we mentioned that too.
You could just see when he played how much he liked it.
Yeah. You never saw him more serious, but at the same time more happy.
Yeah,
And it was a weird look on his face,
Yeah.
but it was devilish.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I remember when he didn't have a drum kit, I saw one posted and I drove to Carthage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know nothing what brand is what.
Yeah.
It was $60.
Yeah.
So that should have been my sign right there, but he didn't mind.
No.
He was still grateful.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I'll just have something to bang on, and
Beat the crap out of it.
because before that, he was playing with buckets and water
Yeah.
water jugs.
I think Dana dropped off some stuff at
Yep.
one point. Yeah.
He did. And then he got himself a good kit. I think he sold his old one to Brian Villeneuve. Now that
Oh,
was
right.
something.
Yeah.
Listening to him play and thought
Oh,
he could
yeah.
play. I still like to pick on him about that.
He's a big fella to be playing the drums. He needs a big drum set.
Yeah. He just liked to wail pretty much.
Yeah. He definitely did that.
Yes, indeed. Yikes.
Oh, good times.
Yep, for sure.
I was just over to your house a few weeks ago with the mini bonfire out back.
Yeah. The picnic table going around the yard.
Yeah. Somebody sitting on it while it was burning. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it went around the yard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot
Yeah. Went around to the fire.
I surfed on it.
I remember one night looking over at the fire and Josh was sitting in the recliner in the fire.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just remember seeing Villeneuve and Doogie showing up, and they're like, "Come on out, check out the 3-wheelers," and there's 3 of them out there.
And only 2 of them came.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was odd too.
We sat for a while trying to figure out the math, the geometrics of that.
Did you figure it out?
Yeah.
See, nobody told me.
No?
Nope.
Well, I looked over to the side, and there's a tow rope over there. They just towed it behind them. I'm like, well, that's not fair. I thought, what were the theories that we come up with? That he laid on the one with his arms like Superman with the gas, with his feet around the handlebars of the next. That was one theory. One was that they propped the front tire back up on the rack.
And that's the theory that I heard when I was outside.
Right. No, they just towed it.
Nothing cool then.
Yeah.
But still, that kind of makes you. They had to have went down the bumpy road.
Right. Yeah, still with the tow rope. I mean, it wasn't a smart
No.
Smart
But,
idea.
I mean, none of them are all that.
You mean none of them have smart ideas?
No. No. None that I can recall.
Yeah. We discovered that at the toga party.
Oh boy, some stories that night. I don't need to say, but did you hear about what
yeah.
happened to Villeneuve when he
Oh,
went?
yeah. Yeah. Several times.
Yeah.
I thought that was one of the coolest parties to ever be at because it was the end of the world party. Remember?
Oh yeah.
It was December
21st.
The 21st.
Well, wasn't it exactly
2012.
the 21st? Because I know, but it was my sister's birthday, and that's why we had it.
Right. It was an end of the world party.
Yeah. Yep.
And the world didn't end.
It didn't. We're
Well,
still here.
We partied like it did.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Toga.
Toga.
Was that with the beer pong commentary?
That was a different night, but that was fun.
Oh, man. There are too many nights.
Some videos of that, too.
That's right.
And what made it the best, though, is, playing beer pong and everybody talking and laughing and hanging out. But the team's names
Yeah.
and you commentating, like, that's what made it.
Nobody should ever give me a microphone, especially when I'm drunk.
That's what made it the best. And as we're playing, we're laughing.
Yeah. That was a good time.
Yes, it was.
We've got a few of those.
Yep. And now we're just getting older, and
Oh, yeah, I know. Doesn't it suck?
good time is going out to dinner.
Yeah, it is a good time.
It is really.
Like Heather and I are going to see a concert this weekend in Massachusetts, going to see the Dead South.
Oh, very nice.
And we're not going to party, you know. Heather
Right.
doesn't drink anymore. And we're just looking forward to like eating Dunkin' Donuts on the road and
Just the traveling part. Yeah.
Yeah. And I said, they got in the same town they have a Dr. Seuss museum, and we're all excited like little kids. Oh, Dr. Seuss! And there's a Titanic museum. I said, oh man,
Oh, now I'd like to go to that.
we're getting old.
Yeah, for
We're
sure.
looking forward to going to a Titanic museum.
I went to bed at 8:00 last night and woke up at 4:30.
Yeah. I know whenever I go to bed early, I'm like, oh, I'm going to be so rested. No, I'm going to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and not
Yep.
be able to sleep.
4:30, I made coffee and went out and got my fire started and was working by 5:15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I felt that about 3 o'clock.
Had to take a nap before you come over here today.
No, today was busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite thing to make?
Boy, I really do enjoy making. Now you can call them a buffet table or a TV stand. People use them for both, but I really like them. People have asked for them different sizes and different designs on the doors, different colors. And they got the barn doors with the sliders on them.
Mm-hmm.
They look amazing, and I like to make them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have to say probably that and the coffee table and end tables.
Mm-hmm.
I've sold quite a few of them. They got the X frame on the sides.
Okay, yeah.
And so yeah, pretty much those two.
Mm-hmm.
And not just because I've made quite a few of them, but everybody has their own little look to them. So
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what they look like when I'm done with them. And then just the satisfaction of when they come there to get it or whether I got to deliver it.
Mm-hmm.
They just are in awe. And
Isn't that the best?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know when I do or used to do the etched glass, and I put so much work into it and dread, are they going to like this or not?
That's always it.
And then, like, I've had a few people cry when they pick up, when I'm doing a picture of their family member that passed away or something.
Yeah.
And it just blows my mind that you can, do that
Yeah.
for people.
I had a lady cry last year. Her husband had passed away, and she had me make her a sign, Christmas in Heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore I cried.
Mm-hmm.
But it was
you're a
amazing.
crier.
And I am.
Yeah.
I cry over everything. But yeah, she cried, and she was an older lady, and she hugged me and just thanked me. And
Mm-hmm. That makes it worth.
yeah, and she loved it. It was just, I love what I do, especially when people are so grateful.
It's different going to work, when you work in like an office and you just do your job for the day and there's nothing to show at the end
Right.
of it. But when you do something like you do and you can say, look at this,
Yeah.
look what I made, and that's something that makes somebody else happy. Imagine if you had all of the things you made back in the garage.
Yeah.
How piled up that place would be.
I've thought about it, like all the different, like I went through a phase where everybody wanted the wine racks. And I got thinking about how long ago it was I made the first one, and it was made out of a pallet. And that's how I got started.
Right.
Small little shutters and, wine racks. That was probably 8 years ago. And everything was just, I didn't really go to Ace or Keystone and buy lumber. I used whatever I had and made stuff. And now it's all special or you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's nice to look back where you came from and
Yeah.
appreciate what you've built.
No doubt.
And now imagine how many homes
Yeah.
that all of your stuff is in.
And I think about that a lot. Like, I'll drive by and I'll be like, oh, so-and-so has got, or you drive by and you see something that you made, like the plant stands with the lanterns, or, even
The
just a holiday
snowman,
decor.
or-
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's pretty neat. Or when somebody orders something and you go to their house and you're like, oh, I made that. I made that. I made that.
Right.
It is a very good feeling. Yep, for sure.
And it's got to be great, too, when they post it on Facebook and
Yeah.
say, oh, my God, look at this that I got. And then to read all the comments other people put
Yeah.
on there. That's really great.
It's very rare when people aren't, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And
Mm-hmm.
so it just makes me, if you could have a bad day,
Mm-hmm.
that alone makes me feel good. Like,
Yeah.
I made,
and they give you money for it.
yeah,
That's the icing on the cake.
I got to pay some bills.
Yeah.
Because that is my only income when I'm not at Timberview.
Right. That's amazing that you can do that.
Yeah.
Working for yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Summertime is a little slow. So
Yeah.
it's up to me to make something.
Right.
And,
Build up your inventory kind of type of thing.
like this summer I was, not getting many orders. So I came up with a few things and posted it, and then you hope that other people, and that was the case for a few things.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. How many things have you not sold and end up in your house?
Actually, believe it or not, quite a few. Which is fine. And then it's kind of crazy because I'll really like something and then nobody will buy it. So I put it in my house for decoration, and then it'll be a year later and somebody will be on that site on my page and, do you still have this? Yes, I do.
Yeah, I got my kid's picture on it right now.
Right? Well, and
There's a beer sitting on it right now.
no. And then, but still, and then I just take something else and replace it. A lot of times too, if I make something and it is really nice, but it just may not be what people on my page would like, I'll take to our paddle auctions,
Right.
and everybody in the room raises their hand for it, or their paddle.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, why didn't I sell it there? But now, and I know it sounds crazy, like paddle auctioner for quarters, but I'll make out good
Right.
on bringing that item. And so it all works out.
Those seem to be huge now. It seems like every weekend there's a paddle auction somewhere.
Yeah.
Or the craft fairs, which I think is great because I remember when I was a kid, you'd see a craft fair here and there, or basically at big events like field days and stuff. Oh, they're going to have a craft fair to go with it. But now it seems like there are 5 or 6 craft fairs every weekend, and there's always people there. And it's wonderful that people are supporting local, local handmade stuff, and not going to Walmart or not going to the city and
especially
buying
for
this
Christmas
stuff.
presents.
Yeah.
Things like that. Gifts. Yep.
Do you find it rough for yourself, Christmas, that it's probably a lot easier to, I'll just make this, I'll make that? And because I remember when I did that with glass, I made everyone Christmas presents.
Yeah.
Well, next year I'm like, I don't want to be that guy. Oh, he made us something again.
Right. Yeah. So I have before Not really a lot though for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of birthday gifts.
Right.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I've made all my nieces something. And then our friend's little boy, I'll make hope chests, toy box, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And which is really nice because then they always have something like that, something that I made that they can keep forever. So I do like doing things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love
like
all
it.
your work. I'm horrible for getting on Facebook and liking things without liking them.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. And I'll show Heather, oh, that's cool. And then scroll past it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, man, I could have just... There's some days where I realize that, and I just go through and I like everything I see. I'm free with my likes, you know, a little lenient on them. And then, so people got to notice, wow, he's a little like happy today.
That's funny.
Because I forget to actually
Well, sometimes I go through, I'm just quick going through, and I'm the same. I'll look and I like it or I'll laugh, but my finger is still going and I'm not.
Yeah. That's the Facebook dilemma. Like, what's next? Okay, what's next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is sometimes you only find things out by getting on Facebook, and that's sad.
Yeah. Well, that's what social media is. It's
Yeah.
a social life, and some people only live on Facebook. They're not really doing anything, or out in the public where you can see.
Right.
I love to see my sister post pictures when she goes down to my mom and dad's of the nieces and nephews
Yeah.
hanging out with my dad. And this is great because our schedules don't sync up to where I get to see her every weekend when we go down there.
Yeah.
So it's neat to see the kids and see my dad and stuff like that. But then other people just post every...
Yeah, I know. I
everything
keep
they
telling
do.
myself I'm going to go through and do a clean out. There's a lot of people, I know them, but do I really care about what they're doing
if I
or
were to
what's
do
going
that,
on?
I'd
And
have no friends left. Dana's advice to me when I started at the radio station, he said, take every friend request you get on Facebook. Because you're building your personality,
Yeah.
And your job. So, and that's what I do. Anyone that sends me a friend request, as long as I can tell they're not fake,
yeah,
sure. Plus, that's kind of how I am in life anyway. Anyone who wants to be my friend, I'm your friend.
I get all kinds of crazy people from like different countries with
Yeah.
names I can't pronounce that want to join my Facebook or my Sarah's Creations.
Yeah. Weird, isn't it?
Yeah, and clearly I don't accept
Then
them.
you look on their page and it's like 0 mutual friends.
Yeah, and like
And then you look how many friends they have, and then you look at the friends and you're like, oh, that guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
no thank you.
I bet he likes this page.
I bet you want to get on here so you can buy something.
Yeah. Or it's like, oh, you have 3 mutual friends, and then you see the friends and you're like, oh, I see what this guy's
They just
looking at.
accepted you to have another friend.
Yeah.
Because there are those ones. Oh, I've got 1,500 friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't even know.
You see people like that have all those friends, and then you see posts that they put up, and they have like 2 or 3 likes on them. And it's like, okay, that's great that you have all those friends, but they obviously don't like your shit.
Yeah, right. True story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I notice too, like I'll post this podcast, and I'll get, and depending on, I gotta shout out to there are certain people that like every time that I post on this, and I know that they're avid listeners, and they're few and far between, but I do appreciate all of those people that really do listen and like when I post. But I'll get 10 likes on a post, and that makes me happy. I'm thrilled with that.
Well, how long ago was it that you started doing this?
Well, this is episode 30. What did I send you?
7.
37. Yeah, so 37 weeks I've been doing this. So quite a while, better part of a year. And it's building. It's constantly building. I always check the numbers, and I get more listeners every single week, and I love it.
Nice. Good.
But the point I was getting at is I'll post one picture of Penelope, 200 likes.
Yeah.
Right
No
off the
doubt.
bat. It's like, man, I should just post a picture of her holding up the episode number.
There you go. Or you'll post something that you think is like serious, or that you really just hope that a lot of people will watch it.
Oh, yeah, that you really care about.
Yeah. And then like 4 people liked it, but then you post something crazy or something ridiculous and same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Facebook. And Facebook loves cheese. Like if you post the cheesiest, like I can't even think of anything right now, but the really cheesy post that like you see 4 years ago and then some old lady shares it now. You know what I'm talking about. Those posts like, oh, it's Monday.
Brand K.
That's Heather's grandparents, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
Would you have to say that
You know
for?
how many people
But I love.
ask me, who's Band K? Who is Band K? I'm like, it's B and K Ortlib. It's Betty and Ken Ortlib. And
They cracked me up.
Yeah.
I don't know which one.
I don't-
I want to say it's got.
who do you think is in charge of the page?
I think it's Aunt Betty.
Yeah, oh yeah, obviously.
But some of them I do. I
I
laugh.
don't think Kenny even knows she has a page.
You know what? Probably not.
No. She probably shows him, hey, look at this. And, oh, okay, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I can't foresee it being him.
I gotta say though, sometimes you scroll past who posted it and you just look at who it is, and I'll laugh like crazy. 9 times out of 10, it's Betty.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, oh, that's filthy and funny. I
Yep.
don't dare like that. And then I see she posted, okay, I'll give it a like.
Yeah, I do like a lot of theirs because it is funny.
She cracks me up. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Everything they post. Yeah.
She does crack me up.
They, like it's them.
Them.
Yeah. Betty, change it to Betty Ortlib. Enough of the B and K.
Yeah, it's just you.
Yeah.
Fess up.
Or just change it to Betty Ortlib. Oh, and Ken too. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I love seeing their post. Yeah. I guess we're done with this. Done with that subject.
Okay.
We love you. Betty and Ken, not everyone else.
Yeah.
Oh, relatives, right?
Yep.
You got a few
I got a
of those.
lot of them.
Yeah, me too. I like some of them.
Yeah, I like some of
I
them.
like most of them, actually. There's not many people I don't like anymore.
Yeah. True
The older
story.
I get, I'm like, you know,
I bet I got a
not
handful.
Not liking people is so much work.
Yeah.
Why bother?
I bet you I got less than a handful.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Relatives that you don't like?
oh, no, just people in general.
Oh, just people. Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
One relative
Yeah.
that gets on my nerves.
I got people that drive me nuts, but I still care about them.
Right, no
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah. I got a lot of those people.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all over the world, apparently. We're getting deep with this now.
Like that eagle.
You like that?
Yeah.
That's fancy.
I'm not sure it's an eagle.
I'm not sure either. It's quite a ways away. I do have some fancy stuff on the wall. See that
Hat.
owl way up in the corner? See it up in the windowsill?
That's an owl that looks
That's
like a
an owl.
frog.
It's an owl sitting on a stack of books. That was my great-grandmother's, and she used to have it in the window of her house. And I think originally it used to change colors with either the temperature, barometric pressure, or whatever it was. But that is the only thing that I have for my great-grandmother that she had in her house.
That's pretty awesome.
Before she died, yeah.
Well, I apologize for laughing, but not really.
No. My favorite is the sign in the window. It says, for your viewing pleasure.
I do like that.
We used to hang it above the bathroom.
Hey, I got a good one.
Yep.
Have you seen the picture of the men's room at Bad Apple?
Oh, yeah.
Now that's
Doug Ho. Oh, man.
Now that is classic right
Yes.
there. I like that.
Yeah, that is that's going to create some complexes in people.
I'm making a few items for her right now.
Oh, really?
I am.
Yeah. Good.
Yep.
For those of you that don't know, go to Doug Ho's Facebook page and look up what he did for the Wicked Bad Apple in Glenfield.
in
It's
Glenfield.
hilarious. Yeah, and look for Sarah's Creations soon to come.
Yes, I've got 3 things. I won't spoil it yet because she hasn't. I made one this morning.
Oh, I bet they're filthy.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be good.
Good.
She's ordering shirts to match.
Oh.
Yes. Like as soon as I saw, I was like, "Wow, yep, she
Yeah.
would." Yep.
Yeah, we got to have weird stuff. We hang where that hat is hanging on the wall used to be my Bowser mask, my Halloween, because Penelope won as Mario this year, and Heather was Luigi, and I was King Koopa.
Yeah, I saw them pictures.
So I've had my King Koopa mask hanging there forever, but I just switched it up for the top hat. Being decorative.
Yeah.
See?
Very, very decorative.
Very decorative. I even got my bush poster.
Nice bush.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
When I used to drink a ton of Bush beer, if you go on their website, you can get Bush Bucks. So every time you buy Bush beer, you take a picture of your receipt and you submit it on the website, and you get a certain amount of points.
Wow, Josh should do that.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Really. And I didn't think it would add up to much because I've done those things before, the box tops and whatever, send them in, you get a junky prize. Well, Bush has some pretty awesome prizes. I've got a nice hat. They sent me this vintage Bush poster that I have in here. What else did I get? Like a little windbreaker. Got a shirt.
Josh could probably win a car.
Yeah. You know what's weird? They have whatever the Bush driver is, signed used tires from the NASCAR.
Yeah, I don't want one
racing
of them.
or whatever. Yeah, you're not a fan of whoever that guy is. I'm not a fan of NASCAR, so I don't know what that is. Kevin Harvick? Is that who it is? I don't know. But they have like mini fridges for 3,000 some odd points. But
wow.
I had saved up close to 1,000 points just from. Well, I probably shouldn't say how much of an alcoholic I was. But yeah.
So they still do that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Go to bushbucks.com. There's a free plug for them, and you can sign up for an account, and you just take pictures of your receipt when you buy. You can buy whatever at Walmart as long as Bush is on there, and depending on what size case or whatever you get, 12-pack or 30-pack.
I'm gonna have to start telling all my friends to save their receipts.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter who buys them. And man, I'll have to show you the hat I got. It's quality stuff too. It's not chintzy. I remember forever when I was a kid, I saved up. I forget which cereal it was, saved all the box tops for it, and it took me months and months.
Oh, right. I remember that.
And it was a windbreaker of the Nickelodeon shows. So it had Ren and Stimpy and all the 90s, Rocko's Modern Life, all the characters on the back of it. And this windbreaker showed up, and it was basically a burlap bag.
Oh.
It was so horrible. I think the first time I put it on,
so depressing.
The zipper ripped out of it. And it was one of those things, too, where you had to collect all the box tops and then $20 for shipping or whatever the crazy amount is. With the Bush Bucks, you don't have to pay any of the shipping.
Oh, nice. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow, this podcast is great. Oh, what are we doing?
It's all good as long as you bring up Bush.
Yeah. I was talking to somebody the other day about the podcast. Oh, what exactly do you talk about? Oh, you'd be surprised.
Anything.
Whatever comes up. There's no agenda. Do I have any paper here or any notes?
Yeah, well, you actually do.
I do have paper.
You've got a picture that Penelope.
Yeah. She's so sweet. She just randomly will draw me a picture and leave it in the podcast room. So that when I come in here, I got just a pile of pictures. Look at this one here. This is one of my favorites. Pip and Dad.
That's so cute because she is just like Eliana. All day long, she comes up to me. And it always says, from Ellie to Mom, I love you. And then it's stick figures of me and her and hearts and rainbows. And she's always drawing pictures, always writing letters. The other day, I was mad at her at the store. So in the back seat, she drew a heart and said, I love you, Mom. SRY.
Oh.
To tell me she was sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Our kid's the best.
Yeah. She's my sweetie.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And you've got a handful of them.
5.
You spread them out, didn't you?
Yes. Yes, I did. Caitlin graduates college this year.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Man. That's amazing. I can't imagine having any more than one. Like, my mind is blown having one kid. And
Brandon and Amanda are in the works of buying a house together.
Wow. How old is he now? 23. Holy shit.
Yep.
Jeez.
23, 21, 13, 6, and 2.
Man. Don't you ever not want to be,
Some days I don't.
Having a kid at home?
Yeah, some days I don't want an adult.
Because there was no gap in there. Like,
there's no
where like some moved away and then you had more. Like there were.
Yeah, there was
no time where there was no kids in the house.
And there's no Ross. Like, God love Eliana, and I love her so much. But if somebody could win a contest of the person that can talk the most is her.
Yeah.
From the time she gets home from
We
school
got to get her and Penelope together then.
all night. And then even after you tuck her in, she's still got to come in to my bed to tell me 10 more things that she forgot to tell me during the day. Now, how yeah, she's a chatterbox.
It's the same with Penelope when I wake her up in the morning. A lot of times she's up before we are. I mean, they're kids, so they're up the crack of dawn. But once in a while when I have to go wake her up, she is still asleep and just starts talking. Hey, Dad, I got school today. I had a dream. And she's not even awake yet. And she just starts chattering, and it doesn't end. Ever.
Yeah, they're too cute.
Yeah.
Some days, though, I will admit, it's a little frustrating.
It's a little bit of white noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do recall last Friday on my way to the paddle auction, from the time we left my house and we were almost to Krogan, I said, Eliana, please, please. Shh. So, yeah, I don't get to listen to music in the car.
Yeah.
She rises above it.
Penelope loves, if you're playing a song that she likes, she'll just sing along to it the whole time. So as long as I've got the Beatles playing in the car, then she'll just sing along.
Nice.
But then you hear the same exact songs because she only likes certain
That's
ones.
the same with Eliana.
Shake It Off. It's not a Beatles song, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anything from any of the movies that are out now. Yeah. I wanted to burn that Sing movie so bad.
Yeah, that one for a while.
That
And then it
annoying.
was Trolls.
Yep. Yeah.
And then the new one now is Epic, even though it's not a new movie. But she had it, lost it. So Josh got it for her again. So when she has to have TV on to go to bed. She don't stay up all night. She don't even watch a whole movie.
Yeah.
She just has to have it on to go to sleep. So when it's done, you're laying there. That's all you can hear is it just...
Oh, better than a Paw Patrol DVD. Oh, my God.
I don't know what...
If I heard that song one more time, oh, my God.
Yeah, my kids get that from Josh.
Yeah.
He likes to sleep with TV.
Oh, me too. I can't fall asleep without the TV on.
I
I fall asleep on the couch every night, and Heather's like, come on, let's go to bed.
I don't mind it so much going to sleep. It's I wake up, and then I don't like noise. But if you turn it off,
Yeah.
he wakes right up. What are you doing? So, yeah.
The worst is the DVD when it just replays over
The same
and
thing.
over.
And you don't want to get up. There's no remote there. And you don't want to get up to do anything with it. So you just lay there and listen to it over and over.
It's funny when you see a movie or, somebody else has the DVD and all you can think of is that DVD screen, the noise, whatever it is. Remember the Mad TV? Just over and over.
Mad TV.
Oh, man. I think we told that story on Josh's podcast.
You did. And it's funny because I told Josh, I remember being out there during it. But I thought...
The first time it happened?
Yeah.
No. Because we were all excited to show you.
Oh.
We were like, oh my God, check this out. And then we couldn't get it right.
That was funny.
For the people out there that don't know what we're talking about, you have to listen to Josh's podcast.
Yeah. Josh
You
Clark.
have to listen to more than one. Sorry.
Yeah. That was funny. You have to get through a little bit of the beginning, but it did. It got good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Well, that's how all of these are. Normally they start out kind of slow. You're trying to figure out how to converse and how, because it's not natural. We're not, this isn't like a normal conversation we had. For one, there's a lot less swearing in this than the normal conversations we have.
I'm being good.
Yeah, you are. I think I've swore way more than you.
Oh, you're welcome.
I don't think you swore at all.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, not safe for kids.
Nope.
Nah, kids can listen. They've heard shit before.
Yeah, because I really do have quite the potty mouth.
Yeah, me too.
And yeah, my kids are excellent about that in parent-teacher conference today. Eliana and Lily. Both great, amazing students, great. I love that. I've never ever once went to a parent-teacher conference for any of my kids and had a bad review for anything.
That's awesome.
Yep.
You do have some pretty great kids.
They are pretty awesome.
How'd that happen?
I know. I do. I wonder that. Yep.
They looked at their parents and they said, oh, we better be good.
I will not end up like that.
Penelope, we cannot get to swear. She will.
Oh, and you try to get her to.
Oh, we've tried because we don't know if she will, and she won't. Because we swear. I don't swear that often. Heather, on the other hand, she can have quite the mouth on her sometimes. She's pretty decent most of the time, but don't play video games with her.
Yeah.
She's got that Ortlib competitive gene to her. Doesn't like to lose.
Yeah.
And those sailor words come out. So Penelope hears swearing, not all the time, but she hears it, and she will not swear, and she knows what a swear word is. And I don't know if I've told this story or not before, but she come home from school and she said, "Dad, they tried to make me swear in school." And I'm like, "Who did?" She goes, "The teacher." I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" I couldn't figure it out. And she goes, "The teacher did in the pledge." And I'm trying to think. And I said, "What did they make you say?" And she goes, "I don't want to say."
For which it stands?
No.
Do you think they said no?
No. She goes, "I don't want to say." I'm like, "You can say if they made you say it in school. It's definitely..." Sorry. Got a cough in me. I said, if they want you to say it in school, then it's okay to say. And very timidly, she goes, "They made me say God." And I'm like, "Well, that's not a swear word." She goes, "Oh." So I'm trying to figure it out. Okay. I was raised super religious. We were Catholic growing up, and I don't know what Heather really had for religion. I think they went to church and stuff, but we are not religious, and we don't bring Penelope up to be religious. Just it's not it's not in our household. It's just not. It's non-existent. You know, we're good people. We have morals and whatnot, but there is never any mention of God. You know what I mean? That's just not in our vocabulary, really, because we're not religious. And I don't feel that if you're not a religious person, then you really shouldn't, say it. Like, I don't even say, "Oh my God." I say, "Oh my goodness," or "Oh my," or whatever, because the way I was raised, that's a religious thing. So if I'm not religious, I'm not going to use the word. And I realized that in the 4 years of her life, she's never really heard
that word,
the word God. And I mean, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, I'm sure.
But there's nothing wrong with that. Like you said, you're a good person, but
we're not raising her to be satanic or to hate religion. She doesn't even, she
don't know what religion is.
She doesn't know what it is.
Right.
And I have no problem with her once she's an age where she can fully understand it, which I don't think will be till at least her teen years, to where she can fully grasp and understand it for herself without somebody else's agenda telling her about it.
Right.
And once she really learns about it in school, once she starts learning about religion, it's probably appropriate, as an educational thing, like this is what this is, not, "Oh, you should believe in," I don't want any of that.
Right.
She will figure out enough of that stuff on her own. But it was just weird to realize that she'd never heard the word before, so she assumed we didn't say it because it was bad.
Huh. Isn't that
so
something?
She thought that God was a swear word. And I told her, no. God is not a swear word. You can say God all you want, and it's the Pledge of Allegiance.
Right.
First of all, you say whatever, it's school. Whatever they tell you to say, you say. I trust the school systems and to know that they're going to raise my kid right. Whether it should be in the pledge or not, it doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not a religious person, but I don't have anyone that I don't have anything against anyone that is. And it was just weird for her to think, because she hadn't heard the word and it was foreign to her, that it was a swear word. So I just thought that was odd that she come home saying,
but,
they made her swear in school.
It makes sense, though, if she doesn't hear it.
Right. But I was really glad that she didn't ask what it meant. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to have that conversation with a 4-year-old. It's just weird, because the way I was raised and the way most people our age and older were raised was that it's just always there. It always existed. There was no questioning, no,
right.
So, at 4 years old, I knew what God was. But that's because I was raised with that. I was baptized and brought up from the second I was born going to church. And it's just...
That's how Josh was. His father's a minister,
mm-hmm.
and his whole family's religious. They go to church faithfully
mm-hmm.
all the time, and We don't.
And I always thought too, we put a lot of thought into it when Heather and I found out she was pregnant, that we're not going to raise her with anything like that. She'll have morals. She knows right from wrong.
Right.
But we weren't going to, because we don't practice it, then
Right.
why should we force anything on her?
Right. Absolutely.
Leave it a blank slate, and when she gets older, she can dive into that.
Right.
She might look forward to that. I might look forward to her, discovering what she believes in and what she doesn't. But I'm really glad I didn't have to explain it to her.
Right.
That's like the sex talk. That's all on Heather. She gets that. I'll take the religion, you take the sex. But I never thought that I would have to deal with these hurdles with it. I assumed, if we just don't talk about it, she won't ask about it.
And it'll get brought up again.
Oh yeah.
Other kids.
And my mom has mentioned, hey, I'd like to take her to church. And I said, no, not until she can, decide for herself and really know what it is. Because I got to admit that there is a magical thing about going to a place where everyone has the same ideas and the preacher is giving an amazing lecture, a sermon on something that really makes sense and really is encouraging and about love, and people singing together. That's a magical thing, a very powerful thing. And if she were to go to church right now, she would love it.
Oh yeah.
Because it is a great thing for some people, and what they believe. But for somebody like me that, not to say that I don't believe in any of that stuff, but I just don't want.
I don't know how to.
The church religion idea of it. I don't want any of that. I've had that. To me, religion is extremely personal.
Yeah.
What you believe is, there's nobody out there that believes the same exact thing, and what you have in your heart is that's you. Some people like to share that, and that's fine. And some people love the community of church. I find that community everywhere I go. People are wonderful in this area.
Right. Yep, I've been to church a few different times in the past couple of years, and I really enjoy the way it makes me feel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not it's an overwhelming feeling. I don't like people being pushy, because I've had that.
Mm-hmm.
Where then but it's like what you said. Okay, I've been to a couple different churches. Everybody's beliefs are different. Everything they do, and I don't know. I don't know why, though. I've never kept going because I really enjoyed each time. It gives me this feeling that I don't feel every day.
Right. You're in a community of people, and there's love flowing. That's what it is,
It is an overwhelming feeling. So, I don't know why I've never been, I've never read the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been strong into any religion whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know.
You just know you like that feeling of love and community and
it's strong, like goosebumps, and I'll cry, and it's just very heartfelt, but I don't keep going.
Right. Yeah. I get tied up in what gets me about it is the specifics of it. Religion to me should just be that we should all love each other.
Right.
And appreciate that we're on this tiny little spinning rock in the middle of space, alive, able to enjoy this.
Yeah. Enjoy what you can every day, no matter what it is that you do.
And I'm a firm believer in that we really shouldn't know what happens after we die. Because that will affect how we,
decide to.
Right. If you're living a good, pure life because you want to get into heaven, that's a motivator. You should want to live a good, pure life because it feels awesome, and that's what we should all be doing. And if we all did do that, this world there would be no more problems. So I generalize it, I think, too much, and the religion should just be that we all love each other.
Yeah.
And whatever happens after you die, we have no control over, I don't believe. We have control over our actions during life. And you have to deal, if you're a bad person, you deal with all sorts of crap in your life, in your brain, and maybe even with karma, and maybe that trickles into the afterlife, that if you're a bad person, maybe the afterlife is nothing good for you.
Right.
Or maybe it's nothing at all, which would be
Just
even worse.
nothing, right?
You know what I mean? You're like, oh, that's it, lights off.
And that's where I get tricked, because I'm a firm believer is when we die, we die.
Yeah. See,
We
I
just-
like I don't know.
I love the idea of
I have no
thinking
idea.
that but logically, think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of unexplainable things, but I'm a very, very strong believer that really there's a universe for our souls. I know people are not going to like me too, but I do. I just feel like, well, when we die, we die. I've lost loved ones, my mother, and would seriously
But
love.
have you ever felt your mother's presence around?
No.
No? Really?
Nope.
Anyone that's died, you've never, like, anyone that's close to you that you've felt their presence around? Because
Nope.
I have. I felt my grandmother around, and I just could feel that it was her. And I can't describe the feeling, but I just know.
Well, I've had a lot of crazy things
Right.
happen in my house.
Right. I just don't think that a consciousness can never, like, fully just disappear. I mean, that's an energy. And what's tough is that we can't explain it. We don't have the science to explain even
Right.
what a conscious is.
Right.
So it's the unknown. And I'm okay with having that mystery, to having that, I don't know what happens. And I'm not
free and open to
right.
anything.
Exactly.
And if there was, just like I said, we've had things happen at the house, so there must be something. But
leaving it open, I think, is a perfectly okay thing, and that's what most people that are religious don't like to hear, is that I'm open to whatever. I haven't decided. I don't have enough knowledge to know, or even we shouldn't know. That's not within our realm of possibility of
Right.
knowing what happens when we die. To me, and why spend your whole life trying to figure that out? You should spend your life being happy that you're alive,
right,
and who knows what happens next. If something else happens next, you should feel lucky at that point, and if nothing happens, you should still feel lucky that we at least got this.
right,
This is heaven to me. We're alive. I have a beautiful 4-year-old daughter in the other room.
right. No
I have
doubt.
a wife going to college in Utica right now. I have family that loves me, parents that are the most supportive people in the world, and I have friends
right.
that treat me like gold, even though I don't deserve it sometimes.
Oh, we all deserve it.
Isn't that enough for people?
Yeah,
That's
not
enough
not
for
for
me.
some.
That's enough for me.
Some people though are
Some people need more, and some people's brains don't work the same. Some people need that extra help, and I'm totally okay with that. I think some people go to church every single week so that they feel like they're part of a community, and
feel like they're part
I
of something.
feel sad that they don't feel that way already,
Right.
because everyone is part of a community. But churches are great things for some people, but not for me, and apparently not for Heather, and Penelope will find out.
Right.
She might be super into it, and I'm totally okay with that. It's like we told her, if you grew up and you like women as opposed to men, I'm just as happy.
Right. I'm the same way.
All
Yep.
I want you to do is be happy.
And that's my biggest thing about even the way the world is now. Why is everybody so worried about what other people are doing? It's their life, not yours.
Yeah.
And making a big issue, with gay marriage. What does it have to do with you?
If you're not
Leave
gay,
them be.
then you shouldn't get a vote.
Everything just
It's like all boats should be painted blue. Well, you don't own a boat, so what do you care? That's exactly
Right.
it. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of hate. Anytime there's, we can't do that, or we hate the gays, or we hate this, no. Why can't you just accept that, okay, they're different from you? You don't have to mingle.
right?
You can stay by yourself. You don't have to get gay married. You know?
Right. But
that's not for you. That's not for you.
Right.
But don't stop other people from being happy.
Like, that's just it. It's their happiness, not yours. So
if you don't like to look at it, look away, dumbass. You know?
Right.
Oh, I don't like to see two men kissing. Well, I don't either. You know what I do? I look away. It
doesn't bother me.
You know?
It just,
Yeah, not to say, okay, there's two dudes kissing. Okay. It's not going to be me.
I get what you mean, though.
I don't care. I don't care what other people do. As long as it doesn't affect me or hurt me or my family, what's it matter?
Right.
Everyone should be happy.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. That's my go-to karaoke song.
Be happy.
Here's a little song I wrote. Hey, we're over an hour. How'd that happen? Doesn't it fly by?
Good, it's time for a smoke.
Are you done being nervous?
I really didn't even start out nervous. I was more giggly.
I didn't like you be nervous.
Because I was staring at you in this microphone and I just wanted to giggle.
I'm just so goofy looking.
No.
I can't help that. This is the way I was born.
No, it wasn't.
Beard.
It wasn't that. It was just the whole thought of, we can sit and have a conversation anytime, but
it does. It does certainly flow once you get going, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I could talk another hour. Let's not though.
We don't want to get people too bored.
Thanks for coming, Sarah.
Hey, thanks for having me.
This has been a lot.
And thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, people. If you've listened this far.
Yeah.
You haven't listened this far. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Tony and Other People, a podcast. Questions, comments, concerns for Tony's overall well-being? Want to be part of the show? Find us on Facebook or email us at tonyandotherpeople@gmail.com.